Hey, how's it going? Darren. It's Darren. Just wanted to make an update video for you. I had made a video about Lyme disease and talking about nutrition, and I just wanted to update you on what's been going on. I've been feeling great. I've been feeling fantastic. I've been doing the ketogenic diet, and it's really been great for me. I've lost the weight that I needed to lose. I got back down to where I needed to get. And just real quick to kind of inform people that didn't know what was going on with me before, I thought I had Lyme disease at one point around like 2017. I had been like feeling sick since around 2013, and it just slowly progressed. And I'd basically been on like a plant-based slash a little bit of meat here and there kind of a diet. Like typically I could even go like a few days during the week where I wouldn't even eat any meat, a couple days, and then I would maybe eat some meat for like one meal or something like that. But generally I was eating like salads, and I would just eat like rice, brown rice, vegetables, broccoli, stuff like that. And I was juicing raw juice a lot. And that's a lot of the food that I was consuming, like Raisin Bran for breakfast. And I'll tell you what, once I took that out of my diet, I believe I'm either allergic to gluten or just grains in general. I don't know exactly what it is. But all I know is that the Raisin Bran, and I figured this out right when I had switched over to the ketogenic, because I basically removed everything out of my diet but eating like meat and eggs and stuff like that and some milk. And that's generally like what I would eat every day. And because my body like wasn't ready for it, and generally there's another protocol you can go on where you just drink like bone broth. I probably should have done that, but I didn't discover that until a couple months in, that if you're really having issues, and some of the issues like I was having, because I was actually having gut issues too, and that was a lot of it. But it was because the grains were damaging my gut, and a lot of it was the Raisin Bran. I would eat, that was one of the things I would eat a lot of, or I wouldn't eat a lot of it, but I would eat it like every morning because I thought I needed the fiber. And that was like creating such a stench. Sorry about, getting maybe disgusting about it, but this is just the truth. This is just reality. Is it was creating a stench and a smell that smelled like rotten eggs when I would use the bathroom, and I would be farting all day and just stinking. And now that I'm on this ketogenic diet, like I don't like have those issues at all. Like the smell is gone, and it was like rotten eggs, like a sulfur smell is what it was creating. And I read up a little bit more on that, and it has something to do with the bacteria in your stomach not being able to break the food down, la da 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 da. But it's creating like the sulfur smell, and it's actually I believe was damaging my gut. My intestines were actually becoming like inflamed. And they've got different names for it, irritable bowel syndrome and leaky gut and all these kind of things. But just through putting those foods through there that actually couldn't digest, and that's what I'm finding out now. It took my body a little bit of time to get used to it, but those things are actually causing me more problems in the long run, and that my body's actually able to digest the meat, which is what I always heard, which was one of the reasons I began eating the way I began eating years ago, was because they would tell you that the meat, your body can't digest the meat and it's hard to digest and it's not as good for you and all these things. But now I'm discovering from actually doing it and actually eating this way is that my body is actually digesting the meat more. And actually you realize that not because the body, your stomach can actually absorb more of it in your small intestines, it will absorb more of that meat. So you'll end up thinking that you're not going to the bathroom as much, but it's because your body's actually breaking down that food more, and it's actually absorbing more of it, so less comes out than what you put in. because your body's absorbing more of that food when you eat the meat and the eggs and things like that, the animal products. But you know, that's the thing, when you're eating a lot of fiber foods, you know, they're just coming in and going right out. And but anyways, I was getting a lot of inflammation from eating like that, and my body just couldn't handle it anymore. It's kind of like a carbohydrate overload, something. I was getting a lot of inflammation, and I kind of discovered was kind of a twofold thing. It was my nutrition was an issue, and then also I was having spiritual issues as well, or with my mind, just not thinking the right way. But once I was able to deal with the issues of the nutrition, they were kind of creating some pain and suffering in my body, then I was able to deal better with some of the spiritual issues and the mind issues that I was having. So, but basically that's what I'm doing, like a ketogenic diet now, and it's kind of evolved and progressed. You know, I do some raw meat, I do raw milk, I turn a lot of the raw milk into kefir, which is really good, has really good bacteria that helps your stomach, helps colonize your stomach so that you're better at digesting, and just overall you have better health. And I feel better than I felt. Your body, and that's what I'm discovering, you need fat soluble vitamins. Raw butter that I get now from like Amish farms, that has really good vitamin A. And oh yeah, liver, grass-fed beef liver, or the calf liver, which actually tastes a little bit better from calves, but it's very high in vitamin A and cholesterol and all these things that your body needs, because that's what we're made of. And that's what I'm discovering. My body needed the cholesterol. That was one of the things that I actually believe was why I was beginning to get sick as well and not feel as good. I wasn't getting the cholesterol I needed. I wasn't getting the fat soluble vitamins A, D, and K. You know, those are all very important things that your body needs, and you're only getting them from actually animal products, because the body can't break down most of the plants. The fiber and the things that are in the plants cause your body not to be able to actually digest and break down and utilize those nutrients. And that's what I'm discovering. And you know, the proof is in actually experiencing it, eating this way, and experiencing how my body changed and how I feel better, and then also being able to deal with some of the other underlying issues where I had wrong thinking and just seeing the world in the wrong way, and you know, beginning to allow thoughts about being sick and thinking that I had done something wrong, and you know, or even thinking that other people have done things wrong to me. When you begin to see yourself in that light, you know, it's a thing where it's coming down this way, you think God is seeing you that way, and then it's reflecting out also into the world. So then you're kind of filtering everything and the way you're seeing everybody else. And with a lot of the spiritual experiences I've had, and really just Jesus Christ coming to me, might sound kind of weird putting it in this video, but he did. And he showed me a lot of things, and just his glory, the light of his glory coming into me, showed me a lot of things. But that was also creating stress, because I was having to change. I was going through a process since 2013 of having to change and recognize that there was still a lot of selfishness going on inside of me, and that if I really wanted to be free in my mind, and I really wanted to be free in this life, that's not what I want. I don't want the selfishness. I don't want to be focused on self. I want to have a clear vision, and he gives you the power to do that. He gives you the grace, and he shows you how, but we do have to have faith. We do have to recognize when those things come, and we have to be able to stay in that place of faith and continue to see it. It's kind of like when you get out in the heat of the day, things can start to get kind of tough. So, but that's basically what was been going on. My battery's about to die, so I'm going to cut the video off. Thanks for watching. God bless you. And yeah, you know, try out the ketogenic diet if you're having some issues, and I guarantee you it's going to help you out. You're going to lose weight. You're going to feel better. Just make sure you eat higher quality animal products, you don't just want to be going into the store and just buying whatever kind of meat. You want to get grass-fed stuff that animals would naturally eat, so that you know that that animal's healthy and that they have the nutrients in there that you want to get. All right, God bless you.